What's up, people? Welcome to Dining Table Tales. My name is Cosmas Ouma, and today we are at Mapenzi Studio. We want to give a hot shout out to Mapenzi Studio and i3c for sponsoring this video and making it happen. And if you're thinking the main thing, i3c.co.ug. In our studios, we have Charles, and please introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Charles Kasozi. I'm a sound engineer working with Mapenzi Media as a sound engineer and writer.
Okay, so Charles, we heard that you've been filming a TV show called Born and Bred.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Born and Bred Africa or Born and Bred just like that.
No, it's Born and Bred Africa, but the episodes this season it is Born and Bred in Uganda.
Yes. So what was your role on the show?
Yeah, I was a sound recordist in the field and the sound designer of the whole show.
Okay, so now I heard that you guys were filming in Jinja. What part of Jinja were you filming?
Yeah, we were filming at Njeru, and we could cross into Jinja town, and also after we could cross the bridge to Jinja town, and also most of the scenes were done in Njeru.
How easy is it to film in Jinja compared to Kampala?
Oh, well, Jinja is controllable. Like, you can control the population which is on set. You know, it is not that much populated like Kampala. And also the security that side, and the legal, I could say the government legal teams that side, they are very cooperative than those in Kampala. They could actually give us an ample time when we are filming. We could set the set the way we want it to be without compromising, like the sound-wise, also the congestion on the streets. So it was literally very easy for us.
All right, so we're going to look at filming in the pandemic, filming in the lockdown. You see, that's a big challenge because you can have a few numbers on set.
Yeah.
So how were you as the Mapenzi crew able to circle that and deal with that?
Well, we needed a few, like, the way we tackled it, we used to call only those ones we need. And also the crew, we had to limit the crew. Like, for example, we didn't bring the assistant director. We had to use the DOP as the assistant director, and also me as myself in my position as the sound recordist. I had to have a boom swinger, but this time I did it myself, you know. I did it myself. I was a boom swinger at the same time, monitoring the sound so that we could keep the number very small on set.
Okay, so I mean, I guess that makes more sense. But then there are thousands of things we can look at right now. Part of it that you're filming in the lockdown, you're filming in this, in the SOPs and everything is mindful. You gotta be vigilant and cautious. Were you guys wearing masks, or you took the masks off, and were you sanitizing things? How were you dealing with that?
Well, what we did, we actually had to first test ourselves, so that whoever is on the crew and the actors were safe, yes, for each one of us. And also we had to carry our sanitizers wherever we were going. And also if we were having intruders, we used to put on our masks. But if it was us alone, like with the actors, it wasn't that necessary to put on masks if the scene is not asking for that. You know, for example, when we were in the hospital, we had to put on the mask because we were literally in the hospital. It wasn't just a set. We were in the hospital and these people were sick, so we had to put on the masks. But when we were filming indoors, like maybe home, you know, it was only us and the actors. And the other thing we did after testing and everything, we had to put all ourselves into isolation from the other population. Okay. You know, so we had to come together because we knew like we were safe, you know. But again, we had to follow the SOPs. We had to sanitize.
I mean, in the same spirit, I remember the first time we were filming, I guess you guys were filming Born and Bred Season 1, Episode 1. Yeah. And you guys encountered the police because that was the first day of lockdown. So how it was in Kampala down the streets of Namuwongo, yes.
Side,
so how did you guys deal with that?
First of all, actually we were filming past curfew time because the curfew was put at 7 by that time. Yeah. The pandemic had just been announced, you know. So everything was on very high pressure. The whole world and the whole country was very worried. And two, we had the political environment boiling so hard. So It was literally hard because these people seeing cameras around and we were the youth, you know. The politics side is targeting the youth, so they had to actually disperse us because they thought maybe we were journalists, maybe filming something contrary to the government's will, you know.
Yeah.
So actually they were doing their job because they were working on orders. But later on, and mind you, we had not followed the procedure. Like we didn't inform the
because it was new.
agencies.
It was new to you guys, I guess, because it was new. No one knew how to go about it.
The pandemic side and the curfew, because this is the first time we are experiencing the curfew. We didn't know how it could be imposed on us, you know. But filming wasn't new, you know. So we didn't legally. We had not acquired this location from. Actually, we didn't inform the police. Because we didn't know that we could actually exceed the shooting time. We thought that we could do it during the daytime and everything gets settled.
Okay,
but
so
we found ourselves exceeding exceeding that estimated time.
Oh yeah. So now, like, I know that we're in Uganda and film is still a baby, and basically filmmakers are surviving on their own. How would you term the support of the government towards film?
The government is doing what it can, but it hasn't done enough yet. But we appreciate the little it has done, yeah, because they have put some environment for filmmakers to do what they want. They want to shoot, you know. They haven't put that much the bureaucracy on acquiring licenses on shooting. I hear in some other countries it's actually hard to start up a film company, which is not the case to Uganda. You only have to register like any other company, you know. And also we have festivals which are trying to promote and encourage filmmakers. We have the Pearl International Film Festival.
Yes.
You know, we have the Uganda Film Festival.
Okay.
All these are organized by the government agencies, and even those which are privately organized, there is a government hand in terms of logistics and everything, you know. The government is doing what it can to give that environment to filmmakers, but it comes back to us, we filmmakers, what we want and where we want to be.
Yeah, I mean, you've spoken about festivals, and Mapenzi won an award.
Yeah.
Still in the same episode, same film.
Yeah.
Yes, so how do you feel? Is this your first kind of trophy or award to win as a filmmaker?
It is not the first.
Yes,
but it was the first in the pandemic. It was hard actually. By the time we shot this episode,
yes,
we were already in the pandemic. You know, the festival was announced before the pandemic, and then it came in, and we had already applied. So we had to endure and shoot in all circumstances, you know. Having won an award in the pandemic, in a lockdown, man, it is really, really, really very great. I was so grateful when I had the news that, you guys have won this. This is Uganda Short Film Festival. And we were just launching that festival.
Yeah.
You know, so the history is going to be made that actually it is we who won the first This is Uganda Short Film Festival.
All right, we're going to take a short break and look at this film.
Oh, Papa.
Man.
Yenyu.
Ki?
What? Nti ebadde saba onjirenga botera okunjira. Kakati? Nja kujira nga amaze okunjira.
Kireka bwana mkolo seta, weyogere kireka bwana mkolo seta Wantoni, weyogere kireka bwana mkolo seta Wantoni. Weyogere kireka bwana mkolo. Tekayo no seka.
Ninda.
Kireka 1500. Ya 1500. Lukumi sikutwala. 1000 sikutwala. Sina je mtwala.
Sasa ntunda kumajana gaunya coronavirus agekusubi
mwana gwe ina kadagala akaonya boni coronavirus olimba kati majani ga bulijjo nga manyi genda
kakati mu Yeremiya 5 egamba nti abo bonna laba gwozunga buzunzo olira mu kkubo ebyo Mukama yeetaaga singa coronavirus ajja n'akwata ku chapati eyo ng'otuwoleza Mukama Katonda tasobola kukkiriza muntu alina coronavirus mu ggulu ffe n'aleka ffe abalamu nga gwe omulwadde ogende mu ggulu oba onoonya kintu kikula kikino Mukama kiki yatukuba kino okututondera abantu
anti lukongerako omukazi bw'oba yafunamu obuzibu munnabaana kano kamuyamba enseko ezazibika kano kamuyamba sikufera nze ndisenga omutuufu nze sikufera
is affected in coming planes, buses, taxis or boats. Number 2, we also prohibited from entering
ebyazi
wanu wozije
amafuta gali nnyo
nawo nawo twali olugezigezi
mbajjo sawa mekazi nozootuuka ku muli banno baabali baatuuse dda gwozze essaawa 6 ovaawa tonziramu ovaawa buno obudde oti ogenda kiraba olweggu oti
and the 3 persons per cargo vehicle.
Waavu mpologoma kola
nze neyanzize kwata mbajjo nja kugoba nviira
Webale mama.
Okomyewo? Kulikayo ssebo. Kulikayo nnyo nga tweyanzize. Tweyanzize.
Tuyo twagize Amina. Ha.
Naffe.
Kamere.
Webale kusiima naffe tusiibyewo wano. Naye maama.
Bato! Range Road. Zikiza katala zikiza. Bawulira. Ekisajja kibanja.
Okay, now you've seen that exactly. So, in line with the movie and the short film, it was great to me. The coloring and all that stuff, amazing. So, what were the challenges that you faced filming this movie?
We shot this movie during the lockdown. You know, getting on set was really hard because this is the time when cars were restricted to movement. So we had to hustle to get to set, you know. Also facilitating our actors to come and also acquiring the vehicles you've seen in the taxi. It was really hard. Yeah. The locations which we had planned to use were all restricted.
Yes.
You know? So we had to improvise.
So technically, when I think about that, I want to ask you a simple question. How much longer did it take you to have this movie out, like produced out of Premiere Pro and all those gadgets that you use it?
Okay, it took us quite long, like 2 months, because we're in a lockdown and we couldn't access like means of transport to the studio and movement of people. That's why it took us all that much time.
Yeah.
Doing the editing, the final touches, coloring, and sound designing, those took a lot of time, but shooting it took us only 2 days to shoot the whole stuff.
All right, so I mean, the movie is amazing and great, and I would want to know who are the brains behind the making of it and the story.
It was actually a fusion of 2 people.
Yes.
Our producer, Mr.
Yes.
Charles Mosesi, and our director, Stella Nante.
To my perspective, this is one of the movies that really show at least a reality on a sneak peek of what happens in Uganda and Africa, like technically Uganda. Yes, in line with that, like you said you were doing sound, is there any other role that you took part of in this movie?
I did sound recording.
Yes.
That is in the field.
Yes.
I did sound designing.
Yes, that's out of the field, yes.
Yeah. And actually, I acted in this movie.
Yeah, what part did you act?
I think, I don't remember my role name, but my character name, but I was a conductor.
Yeah.
I was a conductor.
Let's pull out this clip and let's see how he acted in that.
Number 2, we also prohibited from entering
Ebyazi. Wano nzije.
Amafuta gali nye.
Nawo nawo twali olugezigezi lwo.
measures.
Okay, so you saw him punch someone in the stomach. I don't know if you have the guts to punch someone that really hard, but that's amazing.
Yeah,
yes.
The character had the guts, you know. Not me necessarily, but the character had it.
Yes.
Because it was written by the writer. It was written, and when we reached the time for shooting, some actors didn't show up.
Yes.
You know, because of transportation means. So I had to sit in. You couldn't just leave and sit back. So I had to sit in and pull it up.
All right, we're gonna have a short break, and when we come back, we're gonna be speaking about how Charles connected to the movie and how this movie speaks to his life. Let's have a short break. Welcome back from that short break. And right now, Charles is going to be telling us a few things that he has experienced in this film and how this movie speaks to him. So, Mr. Charles, how does this movie speak to you?
Well, Born and Bred in Uganda is telling the real life Ugandans go through every day.
Yes.
You know, it is a story well told from Africa. You know, so everyone can relate. Everyone who has been in Uganda can relate to this story, because these are the things we go through. You guys are seeing the movie, but these are the daily things we go through in Uganda. You know, so I personally connected with the stories, the people, the characters, and even the environment which we used, because there is nothing like a green screen, like a recreated scene. These are the real, like the real locations which Ugandans stay in, which Ugandans live in.
Yes.
So,
amidst all that, what is your connection? What is your relationship with the people that you filmed with, like the director, the actors, and all?
Well, I think all the teamwork we had on set with the people, like maybe the crew.
Yes.
The crew, it was really, really very good. Like, it was like we've been working together for a very long time, you know.
Yeah. So you guys know each other, it's like a family.
Yeah, it's like a family.
Yes.
Like, we are not like maybe we are here for film, but we actually connected even on a friendly basis.
What inspired you to film that?
We call ourselves the African Storytellers because we tell African stories.
Yes.
So that we can represent Africa, we can represent Uganda the way it has to be represented.
Yes.
We want to brand our continent, to brand our country. We were inspired by the books of Mr. Onyango.
Yes.
Yeah. Through reading
Charles Onyango boy.
Yeah, Charles Onyango boy.
I know the guy.
Yeah,
yes.
those funny stories he writes about. So these books actually inspired us, and we were sitting down with the director and some crew members, and we're like, I think we can make something out of this. Let's document this, you know, because these things, after reading the book, you find it very funny, but again, you can relate to the story. So we're like, let's visualize, let's put it in visuals and audio, so that people can actually watch and know what we are going through. Let's paint a picture on what is happening in Uganda.
Okay, so the question now, the million-dollar question is, were you eager, or did you think your movie was win as soon as you submitted in?
We submitted because we wanted to be part of the festival.
Yes.
And we wanted to show people what we are capable of.
But did you think that your movie would win?
Yeah, of course we knew. Me myself, I knew it that we could win if the judges consider it. We could win.
What was your confidence? What was your area of confidence in this film?
Because we told a story about Uganda.
Yes.
The festival is dubbed This is Uganda short film competition.
Yes.
Actually, even submission of only 5 minutes, we felt like we were cheated because we wanted to show the people that all the 25, imagine cutting out 5 minutes from the 25 minutes you have on screenplay.
Yeah.
So fixing all those stuff in only 5 minutes. We felt like maybe we are underexploited.
Yeah, it's technically telling a summary or giving a news bulletin before you give the news in detail. So in line with a film and drama and all those art industry in Uganda, where are we working hard to improve, or what are we failing at?
I think we are failing at storytelling.
Storytelling.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have some nice stories, but the way we are telling them, we need to pull up our socks in those areas, and also actually in all the areas, from the cinematography, from the locations we choose, from the acting itself, because you find a person given a character and actually cannot pull it out well.
Yes.
You know, so we just need to improve on those areas. But technically we are good. We are good in cinematography. We are good in like quality. But if we pull up into the line of storytelling, how we are telling these stories to tell the real story the way it has to be told, you know. There is a way, you know, I always tell people that there is a story you visualize. There is a story you write. There is a story you shoot. There is a story you edit. And there is a story you export.
You show to the people.
You know, you might find that by the time you export it out, it is actually totally different from the story you were visualizing in mind. So if we can transfer our vision to the other side, that could be the best way we can.
All right, so besides sound and acting, what else do you do for a living?
I can tell people that I'm a full-time filmmaker. I'm not doing any other thing. I'm a filmmaker. But in film, I do a lot of things. You know? I do editing. I do writing. I do sound designing and recording. You know, and I do directing. All those areas.
All right. So we have new filmmakers in Uganda. These filmmakers film, and they don't know how they distribute their movies. They don't know how to sell their movies. We have great funny movies like the Genie Twete, and those movies are only consumed by the people on the local and the low scale. So to your extent of and your area of expertise in film, what would you advise people to do after they film their movies?
Well, I can say that before making a movie, first know who you want to speak to. Who do you want this story to be told to? Before you do your movie, first know who you're going to distribute to. Know the consumer of your product. You know, and after knowing your consumer, you have to find means on how you can reach these consumers. You know, you're telling me about those stories, the Genie and Twete and stuff. There is a medium through which it can reach the people. But the question is, can we utilize that medium to earn money from it?
Yes.
You know,
and if they want to earn money from it, and they have produced their movies, and those movies are out there and they're dying with them. So what is your advice for them to send them out there, for them to have people watch them and also get money from it, because they spend, they sacrifice, they sweat? Yes.
Yeah, well, right now we're having the technology improving, whereby everywhere in Uganda, you can show your movie to the entire world in only a single night. Minus making theater screenings and stuff, you can put it online. But look for those mediums, look for those platforms where someone pays, even if it is a very small penny, to watch your movie, but at least you're earning.
Yes.
You know, if you have 1 million people watching your movie, that is already money.
Yeah.
But not putting these movies, don't put them out free of charge. Don't just post them on YouTube, because YouTube is not paying. But remember, this movie consumed your time, it consumed your resources and the brains to pull it off.
Yes.
If you give it out free of charge, you'll end up not making another movie. You'll end up disappointing the people you worked along with, who didn't sleep. You know, we filmmakers, we're usually more active at night, doing the editing,
I get
planning for tomorrow's set, you know. So if you give it out free of charge, you're basically discouraging these people who spend sleepless nights pulling off this.
Okay, in line with that, I think we've reached the climax of the interview.
Yep.
And it's been of great pleasure for me to have a sound designer, an editor, like a film all-around guy.
Yeah.
See, film is very tough, but yeah, we know. Technically, in that same spirit, I just want you to speak out words of advice, words of encouragement. First of all, to the viewers that watch the movies that you guys film, but also to the filmmakers that film alongside you.
My advice to you, if you want to make film, just do film, you know. Don't be discouraged by anyone that you can't make it. And we the filmmakers, we are not an island. Let's work together. Let's unite, because unity is the future. How can I call myself a Ugandan filmmaker? I need to be a filmmaker. I don't need to add on a Ugandan, because I want to make films in Cameroon, in Nigeria, in Kenya, you know. Try to specialize, like, don't do a lot of things. If you're a director, be a director. If you're a sound designer, be a sound designer. Yeah, like me, I don't want to be known by other disciplines where I'm good at. I want to be known as a sound designer and a sound engineer. Otherwise, you might end up doing everything and good at nothing.
That was amazing. Hard words, direct to the people. All right, thank you so much for sticking with us for all this time you've sacrificed. I am Cosmas Ouma, and this has been Charles, the sound engineer and the sound director, here at Mapenzi Studio. We want to give a whole shout out to Mapenzi Studio and i3c for sponsoring this video and making it happen. And if you're thinking domain, think i3c.co.ug. With that said, peace out.